When it comes to Congress, Republicans are taking the lead this time around, except in District 9. And wow, this was a big one.
We welcome Representative Kyrsten Sinema taking the win with 54% of the votes. Sometimes you get to the day after and you go, oh, too close to call. Not in this case. You're breathing a sigh of relief this morning.
So relieved and just so honored. You know, the last 2 years have been incredible to serve our community in Congress. In fact, we're in the district right now, so that's great news. And I'm just so humbled and gratified to be able to go back and do that work for 2 more years.
A clear winner over former Lieutenant Colonel Wendy Rogers. I know the military is extremely important to you. A win over a Lieutenant Colonel is a big feather in your cap, too. When you go back to Washington now, there are going to be a whole lot more Republicans. How will that be a challenge for you and your initiatives you want to move forward?
You know, Connie, I don't think it's going to be a big problem for me. As you know, I used to serve in the Arizona House and the Senate. In fact, I served in the super minority. So I know how to work across the aisle and get things done. And I feel like I'm going to go back to Washington with both feet running and just keep doing what I've been doing.
Any comment on those races that we've seen all across the country? You've seen kind of a sweeping movement, oftentimes in midterm elections, especially in the second term of a president. You see kind of a pushback against his policies. How do you work together with those across the aisle? How do you move things forward here when you might have people digging in their heels?
Well, Dan, I think the focus has to be on your constituents. And over the last 2 years, we didn't focus on party or partisanship, just serving the community that I represent. And I'll keep doing that in Washington. It's my expectation that these new folks coming in, and many of the folks who are still there, we still get up each day and serve our constituents first.
Let's talk about Congressional District 9. For people who are watching this morning that voted you in, what's your focus when you go back?
Well, number one, I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing over the last 2 years, which is reform the VA so that veterans in our state can get the care they've earned and that they deserve. Earlier this year, we passed a bill that I co-sponsored, but we've actually got to implement it. And so I'm going to hold their feet to the fire and take care of these veterans.
All right, Congresswoman Kyrsten Sinema, thanks so much for being
with us.
Thanks so
much.
No longer freshman,
That's
Congresswoman,
right.
we can
Sophomore.
say.
Very good, congratulations.
Well,